can be found in all areas and in all the love of God. Many of us, regardless of our sexual orientation, we love the same kind of music. Some of us love country music, classical music, rock music, reggae music, R&B, pop music, hip-hop music, soul, blues, jazz, Mozart. I'm sure there are many more music we all love together. And this is an example of the embodiment of the love of God. I say to you, don't give up yet. Let's meet with those who are against us and begin a dialogue. Let's ask again and again, just as the Israelites asked Pharaoh to let them go. Let's say to them, give us the chance to dialogue. And I believe that when they begin to listen, they will be moved to undo the harm that has been caused towards LGBT people. We are never to give up our humanity, nor allow the world to dictate for us. We are the bride of Jesus, and Jesus is the bridegroom and always will be. We need to continue our great tradition of love towards one another and never to give up. You know, I keep saying don't give up because it's so important that we are grounded in the love of God. The Bible tells us, what good is it to love those who love you? Love your enemies. Whilst I know that this is a very hard thing to do, and in fact, the most difficult thing to even comprehend, it is what the Lord has asked us to do. The hatred towards us has more to do with misogyny than anything else. Gay men are seen as men and not women. The patriot world don't wish to see men in women's role, nor see men that are effeminate. The constant hatred for women lies at the root of this problem. And I am not surprised. Even in my new quest to read the Bible in 90 days, I found that the most early chapters of the Old Testament spoke little about women. But I want to tell you one thing that I've learned. In Numbers, the book of Numbers, chapter 27, verse 1 to 8, something happened. And it says, something happened that I recognized. And just before I read the few verses, I recognized the voice of women and their power. Perhaps we can learn something from their story. And this is it. Then the daughters, in Numbers says, then the daughters of Zelophehad came forward. Zelophehad was the son of Heber, son of Gilead, son of Macaulay, son of Manasseh, son of Joseph, a member of the Manasseh clan. The names of his daughters, are you listening? The name of his daughters were Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood before Moses, Eleazar the priest, and the leaders and all the congregation at the entrance at the tent of meeting. And they said, our father died in the wilderness. He was not among the company of those who gathered themselves together against the Lord in the company of Korah, but died for his own sin, and he had no sons. And the tradition in the Old Testament is that inheritance are passed from one father to their sons, right? So they came before Moses and the elders, and they said, why should the name of our father be taken away from his clan because he had no son? Give to us a possession among our father's brothers. So Moses brought the case before the Lord. And the Lord spoke to Moses saying, the daughters of Zelophehad are right in what they are saying. You shall indeed let them possess an inheritance among their father's brothers and pass the inheritance of their father on to them. You shall also say to the Israelites, if a man dies and has no son, then you shall pass his inheritance onto his daughter. This, for me, is like our community today. We need to speak up and stand up for what belongs to us. As you follow me this moment, there was a time when black people are not welcome in the church. There was a time when people with physical challenges cannot serve at the altar. There was a time when women are not visible. Now is the time to make sure that LGBTQIAQ people are visible and their voices are heard in the churches and religious communities. And I make no apologies about this. Even though we are special, and indeed specialized in the ministry to LGBT people, we also need to include other areas too. Other cultural communities, all race, indigenous, migrants, social class and status, working class and unemployed people. We need to be the church alive. There is a song we sing in MCC that says, we are the church alive. We need to be the church alive and inclusive. We need to reach families, teens and the elderly. We want a church that will live up to the dreams and visions for all people. Praise God. I'm about to close my sermon. What we say about each other matters. What we say about women matters. We cannot fight for inclusion when we give up to be inclusive. It is time we welcome and respect women. It is time that we welcome transgender people. It is time that we welcome effeminate men and masculine women. It is time that we become totally inclusive. It is time that we all speak out against racism, injustice, and discrimination. We don't have to wait until it happens to us. We just need to use our privileges as a people. However, when we fail to use our privileges as a people to speak out against racism and work towards dismantling any system that promotes hatred or discrimination, we silently collude. Our voices and actions matters. I have given this message, don't give up just yet. Because the inclusive church, the Metropolitan Community Church, the LGBT queer movement, you and I that believe in the wasteful generosity of God's love for all people, our mission is about to end patriarchy, the end of discrimination, the end of injustice, the end of hatred, the end of misogyny, the breaking down of the closet doors and the expanding of the communion table, the end to the reign of the dominating powers of ruthless and lawless people. And finally, Elijah almost gave up. But God sent an angel. The Lord will send an angel to feed us. The Lord will send an angel to feed you. The Lord will send an angel to feed me. I say one more time to you, brothers and sisters, don't give up. Never give up. God bless you. God bless you. Amen.